Hey, so what's up, guys? So this is my newly planted 29-gallon tank. First here of all, I'm going to tell you why I planted this tank and a couple of plans for the future, and then I'll tell you about the tank. So first of all, my 55-gallon tank has gone to absolute shit. One of the filters broke. There's this brown algae everywhere. The fish are extremely annoying. There's a bunch of dirt floating in my tank because one of the fish spazzed out and knocked everything up in the water. So yeah, that's awesome. So that tank's gonna get redone by the end of the year. Just trying to earn some money to do it. And next Saturday I'm getting rid of the fish in there, except for my grass pickerel. He'll stay. Okay, so now onto this tank. It's got an AquaClear 50 on it. Sorry for all the movement. It's got an AquaClear 50 on it. It's got a 100-watt heater. It's got back there. It's got a CO2, and there's about 1.5 inches of dirt and about 1 inch of pool filter sand. And there's also crushed coral in the dirt. I wanted to put clay, but I was gonna buy some from Dustin on DustinsFishTanks.com, but yeah, I mean YouTube. But he doesn't really have all the plants that I wanted, so I couldn't get, like, he's got a minimum, like you gotta pay a certain amount before you can buy anything. And I just couldn't get up to that amount. So I think when I do my 55 again, I will put clay in it, and I'll buy some plants from him and try to get some clay. So okay, now onto this tank. Right now it's running on 48 watts. I'm gonna get more. I have a lamp up there, like, see my Odyssey filter, I mean, you see my Odyssey light there, but I have a clip-on light back there that I'm gonna get a 100-watt white light bulb, 6500K on, so that should be more than enough light. So in this tank, I have that piece of driftwood back there that I made out of a couple branches. I also got these 2 large Amazon swords that you can see. I got this wisteria back there. That I also have it here. I got this Cryptwendiddy there. I got Parva, little bits everywhere. That's a red tiger lotus bulb. I think there's 3 in the tank. I'm just trying to see which one starts sprouting first. Another Cryptwendiddy. Back there you see 2 Crypt spirals. There's 4 of them in the tank. I trimmed down the leaves. The leaves I think were like 14 inches, but I trimmed them down just so they will regrow. Right there, there's pennywort. There's on each side pennywort. Back there's Rotala indica, a bunch of it. So got Ludwigia broadleaf. You can see it right there in that little pocket. I got it on both corners. Then I got that big Anubias up there that I started out with my 55-gallon a long ass time ago. I still don't know what to do with it. It's got some pretty large leaves on it, so yeah, it's going pretty well. So hopefully this tank works out pretty well. I want to get this tank to look like a jungle inside. I think when I get it to a jungle and I know I succeeded in this tank, I'm gonna redo my 55, because I just feel like I completely failed with my 55, and I don't like failing. Like, I just don't like it. I don't like the feeling of it. And every single time I look at my 55, it just reminds me of failure. Like, oh, I failed. And it makes me mad. I mean, I put so much effort into the tank. I worked all summer on it. When I wasn't working on the tank itself, I was working the jobs around the neighborhood and stuff like that for money for it. I put a lot of money into it, and you know, I'm just so mad about it. I mean, I got some good plans for the future. I'm gonna take everything out. I'm gonna put pool filter sand, because I have a 10-gallon, which I don't think you guys have ever seen. I'll show it to you later. But stuff in there is absolutely bumping. I mean, things are just growing really well. And the pool filter sand just really works. So I'm gonna put pool filter sand in the 55, put clay in there, I'll replant everything. I'm not gonna put any driftwood because it's just so much algae. And I'm gonna put rainbows, tetras, cory cats, just small fish like that. I've always wanted a tank that looks really nice but also has carnivorous fish in it. That's why I have a grass pickerel. He was the start of my tank, but you know, it just, the two don't mix. Carnivorous fish and nice planted tanks just don't really mix. Large fish and planted tanks aren't all that great either. So yeah, you know, I'm still kind of sad about it. I really just want a carnivorous tank, but I also want a really nice planted tank. So I'm gonna go with the planted. So yeah, that'll be coming to y'all pretty soon. For now, I'm gonna bring you updates on this tank. Hopefully this one works out pretty well, and I'll bring you some updates on the 10-gallon, which I have not done yet. It's a cherry shrimp tank, and my stupidity, I didn't read the caution on the algae flex stuff, and it says not to use with shrimp and stuff. So I put it in, and I ended up having a bunch of my shrimp die. I think there's still like 4 left, and I'm pretty sure one's pregnant, so that's good. So yeah, all right guys. So you know, just wish me luck on this tank, and so yeah, all right man. See you guys later.